Today I'm going to do a quick overview on my 2019 FTR1200S and some of the modifications I've done, so you can see how they look, where I got some of the stuff, how it works on the bike, and let me know what comments, questions you have down below. One of the most obvious things I did to mine was a custom paint job. I do run a Wolfman tank bag. This is the Rainier. It's a quite large tank bag, but I like it for my purposes. Very easy on and off with a couple of clips up front. You can pull it back for when you need to fill up. Shows all the full system underneath, but let's see here. Complete removal. Now you can see the entire paint job set up here to look like riveted aluminum. Got the Indian, my name. It is symmetrical on both sides with basically the same information, but I like the look, works for me. Looking at the front, I do use Indian's flyscreen. It actually doesn't do a whole lot for the wind protection. I think it kind of cuts through the wind a little bit better without it, but I do like the looks of it. They come standard with the Pro Taper bars, but I did upgrade to the rally bars, which allows me to sit upright a little bit better. And then I added a nice set of hand guards with metal bars inside, so they are functional as well. I'll put a link down in the description below, and then also running some bar end mirrors. Not very expensive bar end mirrors, just a standard bar end mirror. Put a ram mount up where the stock mirror was. Everything else up here pretty stock. I do run the USB port with a small USB stick in here, about 8 gigs of music, and power it up. Kind of give you a quick overview of how the FTR is set up in case you don't know. Inside the main screen, which is a touch screen system, you've got a couple different gauge options. Keeps up with everything on the right hand side as far as what modes you're in. A lot of good information in there. There are 2 different styles that you can use, and then you can get into full USB to play your music, or you can go to Bluetooth, and then there's also the different ride modes, so you can switch to sport, you can switch to track, completely disable ABS and traction control, have control over all of your music, phone, etc. Moving to the back, I'm using Indian's grab rail. I like the fact that there's a nice bulky spot to grab a hold of. It does help protect the tail light as well from any accidental damage, and it gives you lots of spots that you can tie down. You can see I don't have any passenger pegs anymore, so didn't really do it for the passenger, but I like the looks of it and the functionality. Also did my own tail tidy. I just used a couple pieces of strap steel, attached them underneath. Not a very difficult setup. And then I'm also running LED lights since the full stock turn signals are gone. Turn those on for you so you can see, but in the rear it's just mounted on the side next to the gas tank, and up front it's running right on the edge of the radiator, so it at least makes an effort for having turn signals. And as you get a little lower down, exhaust, I'm running a complete stock header. I did leave the catalytic converter and resonator box. For me, it's just a little bit too loud. With everything removed, then with a very short universal exhaust, which I then welded and expanded and basically adapted this exhaust can to fit this motorcycle. This is not an off-the-shelf solution for the FTR. It's just something I slapped together prior to really anything being released for the FTR, since I had this as soon as it was released. To go along with the exhaust, I do have a Dynojet Power Vision 3 tuner. Currently running the Fuel Moto tune. And then underneath, give a little bit of protection, I'm running the Aeromock debris shield. I figure some protection is better than no protection, and this is what we got so far. Probably also tell here that the stock foot pegs are gone. These are actually a set of aftermarket pegs, off-road pegs for a KLR 650 and a few other things that did take some custom adaptation to make that work, but I like something with a little bit more grip. Tire wise though, went the other direction, left the dirt tires behind, went more for the street. These are a Continental. I had to go up in size on the rear to a 160/60/18. They're the Road Attack 3s. They are awesome on pavement, not so great on the dirt, but there's always going to be sacrifices. Front, same tire in a 120/70/19, which is the stock size. Currently have just shy of 3,800 miles on my FTR. Overall impressions so far, I absolutely love it. It makes me laugh every time I ride it. It is a passion bike. I've got 9 motorcycles. This is the one that I have the most fun on. Others are more practical. Others you can go longer. Others might even be a little bit sportier. But holy cow, the torque, the power, the response of this motorcycle just absolutely makes you feel alive. Makes you relearn everything you loved about motorcycling when you started, even if you've been riding for 30 years. Sits me up comfortable. It's got cruise control. It's got some nice standard features on it, but the joy that this bike has brought me in just under 4,000 miles so far is almost undescribable. Love it. Definitely don't regret buying it. If you don't have one, I recommend you get one. If you've got one, I recommend you continue personalizing it, make it your own, make it different, make it stand out, make it fit your needs, your personality, and hope you all ride safe.